Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And you look at the Saints defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and 6 now. Option right, Pickett going to run with it.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here we go now on 1st and goal. McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
First catch of the game for Adams, and he's got a 1st down. But the Vikings at 0-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
Now you look at this Saints defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Jones throw taken in by Bourne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5. Now Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Pickett's throw caught by Gray.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
To throw on second down, Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Here's Pickett. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Throws right back to London, complete again.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pickett.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
Prater's kick is good,
and that will push the lead up to 5.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And this pass caught by Gray. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring out the third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Off play action. Pickett. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Pickett will look to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Prater for the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mixon with a first down carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need.
Bitch go cop a brick of ice cause we young and turned off Betty White. Boy, that nigga ain't gonna treat you like he supposed to. 4'9" gonna treat you right. I might buy you ice, mama. Hope that pussy tight, mama. Her first sight, mama. If your hoe ain't dark skin and petite, nigga, she is not my kind. We out here sucking hoes to the gang. We treating this hoe like wifey. Now you say you won't smoke about the hoe. I told him kill somebody. She keep asking me how a nigga know. Bitch, I ain't tell nobody. Fuck me right, alright? Stab that pussy knife, alright? Baby, you my kryptonite. Told you I'm all in, baby, I'm all in. I say stalk in, I'm giving you a good dick. Titties in my hand, alright. That bitch is shaking ass, alright. I know it's twin died, alright. I know he missed his mans, nigga. Nigga hands cramped. I just gave my hoe a 10-piece. I am not one of them. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest, girl. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know your shit on where I like when that shit on. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest, baby. You know you the coldest. I know you like Chanel, baby. Let me put Chanel on you. You know you like rose gold, baby. Let me put rose gold on you. You know I'm not them. When I pull up, I'm coming trim, alright? 500 something like a top hat on my hip. Alright, yo, old nigga and shit, baby. Let me take you on a trip, alright? All my bitches pretty, rich, and thick. Don't think your bitch my type. Yeah, I heard you got a man, but that's alright, mama. Take me to the mall. I'm about to buy you what you like, mama. You will fuck your roll before these niggas. You my type, mama. You do that shit right, mama. Ice, mama. I get nervous by you purses. With your eyes, you keep playing. You doing that on purpose. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest, babe. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know that shit on, babe. I like when that shit on you. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest. You know you the coldest, babe. You know you the coldest. I know you like Chanel. Chanel on you. I know you like rose gold, babe. Let me put rose gold on you. Say, bitch. I'm really rich, alright? Could take your bitch, alright? Take this dip, alright? You sucking dick, alright? I'm a Christian, man. This cross is on my feet, alright? Hard for me to sleep at night. Good pussy, my kryptonite. Buying so
Gain
this
of
is all them missing
plays.
flight.
They've moved
Plain
it to
Jane was
9 for
yesterday.
3
Bust down on
yards.
my wrist
I
tonight.
like that they're staying aggressive
Fucking
on
with the
offense
drink, but I
because to
might
me
sip
this
tonight. I
drive
ain't fucked my
was
ex
known
in
as a
a while. She
getaway
might get
drive.
dick
And when you
tonight. My
score
one
here,
op been
you
dead
feel like
for a
the
while.
whistle
I
will
know he
blow.
misses
I
life.
like the fact
Last
that they're
night was
playing with confidence
17.5. This
and
month a
not playing
different
with
price.
fear.
My advice,
A
if you
good
want to
chance
be
now to
turned,
put
go
this
cop a
game
brick,
on
alright?
ice. This is 1st and goal.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
He'll buy some time right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Drake London
Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 19-point game.
You cheated on.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
I'm trying to go outside now.
Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
What you say, bro?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Keep telling them, bitch, I'm done with trapping. I ain't going back, but if he got some good numbers on Zah, I'm gonna flood their ass. Took that risk and I got rich. I know they mad. I got that bag. That is rap. I can get my point across. If he know me, then they feel now he gonna get him off. The biggest boss cover because I ain't take no fronts. Buy whatever she want. The biggest ate the president, then the whip, the jump up in the front. CTN. Flexing hard as shit. This shirt costs $100. I'm gonna wear this for a year.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Sliding out of the pocket. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through.
Well,
When you start your John back up next week,
on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down
you got a date yet?
made their mind up for him.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead
You
of
doing the same job?
for it.
You got the same pay, right? Oh, yeah, you good then. Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react to...
Touchdown, Vikings! Hunter Henry, 50 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 31-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, stiff-armed him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
And for the visitors,
Anime.
it's going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win in terms